Hi, Facebook friends. So, little download for today, and it kind of transcends from our personal life and our business life. Is when we're talking to people, we say what we said, like whatever words we said, and what people hear is what they hear. Um, so, and we hear this all the time, right? Like we said something and somebody hears something totally different and they blow up and they're yelling and they're upset. And we're just wondering, like, okay, well, why are they upset? They heard something from their past. They heard their mom, their dad yelling at them. They heard, I'm not good enough. They heard, uh, you're telling me what to do. They heard their older brother bossing them around. They heard from a filter. We listened from these random filters that we made up along the way. So in business and in personal life, we'll notice that we're going to trigger people and they're going to react like a little kid would react, throwing a fit. And we could either quit talking with them and cancel out those relationships. We could stop working with realtors. We could stop working with clients, and we're going to lose business and we're going to lose friends. And maybe it causes less stress. Maybe that's what's best for us, is to not have them in our lives for communication. Or we can get that it's going to take something in this life to work things out with people, and that is to manage and navigate through their inner child. So today I had a client that's blown up on me in a text and email a few times, and I called her and I just came from nothing and I said, "Hi, how are you? Is there anything that I've said or done that's bothered you?" And she said, "No, I'm just dealing with this and that." And she had a list of things that she was dealing with. It had nothing to do with me. I was just getting the blowback, and I chose not to respond negatively. I chose not to get triggered by her triggers. Again, I chose not to get triggered by her triggers, and I just responded in a calm, clear way the best that I could. It wasn't me that she was blowing up on. It was her little kid throwing a fit because she wasn't happy with certain circumstances in her life. And we're back on track and everything's good. And, that's it's a real estate client that I'm going to close the deal. So Merry Christmas, right? And then I had an agent who sold one of my listings, and talking with him yesterday and giving him just facts, like absolute facts. Same thing. He blows to sue me and all these things and making these threats. And if anybody knows me, I don't do well with threats. I don't do well with threats. They don't. They have a opposite impact on me. So I chose to either do two things. Number one, I gave him a notice to perform, to cancel our relationship and cancel the deal. And let's meet in person. So when I met him in person, it was night and day. Like, there was no negativity. I was talking, and then he had a bunch to say, and I listened. And I listened. And I said, okay. And I listened for more. And I listened, and I asked questions, and I listened. And when I was done, when he was done talking, I started to talk. And at that point, I said, hold on, let me finish. And because I listened to him till he had everything out, I even took a couple notes. I recreated back to him what I heard. So he felt fully listened to. He was quick to cut me off, quick to start to defend himself and do what little kids do. But I said, hold on, listen to me like I listen to you. And he kind of like, and then he relaxed, because I led by example. I led by example of what it looks like to fully listen to somebody and get everything they have to say. Him and I are back on track. Communication's clear. We're in communication. We're working as a team. I don't have that tension in my stomach that I want to choke somebody. I don't know if anybody out here gets that, but that tends to happen to me, where I want to just grab someone by the ear and squeeze them. But so I don't have that. I'm at peace with those two people, and that's the only two people in my life that I could think of that were causing me negative feedback. And I just chose to dive in, listen, and just ask the question: what did I say or do that offended you? Take responsibility for it. Maybe you apologize. Maybe you don't apologize. Maybe you said what you said and they heard something else, and they're going to catch it if you give them the chance to answer that question, like, what did I say or do that offended you? And let them get it out. So managing people's inner child. Let them get it out. Let them get it out. Let them cry like a baby. Just, you pat it on the back, let it cry. Let just get it out. And then it's done. And you don't have to react. You don't have to say anything in business and life, friends, family. Heading into the holidays, see if you can create that space for people that's different than it used to be, and see if the relationship you have with that person shows up differently than it used to be. Just a little food for thought. So navigating people's inner child for business, life, fun, everything we do. All right, cheers, y'all. Hey, Vincent. Tom, what's up, buddy?